first of 3 videos on 3 novels on the theme of empathy. So the first book is called The Bubble Boy by Stewart. This is a story that follows about a month in the life of a boy named Joe. And he was born with a rare disease called severe combined immunodeficiency, and it follows the realities of his life. The author's goal in this novel is to invoke empathy in the readers and inform the reader about the disease and what life looks like for someone with this disease. The story is written in Joe's perspective, and it's used such descriptive language that you feel like you're in Joe's shoes and you're experiencing all the feelings that he is. And the author's chosen to write this in a novel, in the form of a diary. So each chapter is an entry in his diary, and I think that this way of writing the novel has really emphasized the personal touches of this book. The novel caters to a range of readers, and it's written in the voice of an 11-year-old boy. So it's simple language that's used to, cater to a broader audience, and I feel that most preteen aged students will benefit from reading this story and will relate to Joe, because he's still a boy who has the same emotions, same interests, and he still would rather be playing video games and talking to his friends than doing his homework. So normal things like that. But he still lives in this bubble and can't interact with other people, and that really it's a hardship for Joe that he's sort of getting through and understanding, and that really, I think that would invoke a lot of empathy in the preteens that are his age, and he can't do the things that they can do, and sort of understanding that. I found the story to be very inspiring, and it forced me to look out of my own bubble, and it made me think about all the things that I take for granted, like my friends, my family, even simple things like stepping outside into the sun and feeling it on my face and feeling wind in my hair. That's something that Joe, would not be able to do. And it really, I think that as a teacher, to teach your students to be able to, understand the privileges we have compared to someone like Joe is really important. And I think that would not only make students appreciate these privileges more, but also make them work harder and inspire them to be the best version of themselves. With this book, I think that some activities that students could do, could be to have a class debate. So you split the class into groups of 3s, and the topic could be, Amira did the right thing by taking Joe outside. And I think that this is a really controversial topic, and people will have the students will have different opinions, and they can do more research and look up the facts about the disease, and I think that would be a really interesting topic to cover in a debate. And I've added the DAV website as a resource, so that can be used to find out how to do a debate and all the debate related questions. Another activity could be to create a video letter to Joe. Like the letters that are in the novel, you'd create a video letter to Joe introducing yourself and telling Joe where you live, who you are, what are your interests, maybe there's some shared interests, and asking questions about Joe's life that you want to know more about his disease, about his day-to-day life, about his family. And maybe even you could show Joe some aspects of the real world that you think that he's never seen before. A sunset maybe, something like that. Some of the resources that I've added to the end of this video, there's some more information about the disease and living with the condition. There's a blog of a mother whose child has the same disease as Joe, and she has sort of gone through the experiences that they've had, and I think this would be a really interesting resource for students to see because it's a real world example, and that would connect them from the book to the real world. I've also added the Stewart Foster website that has other resources and activities as well, and the Debating Association Victoria website, which has all the resources needed for debating. Thank you.